Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to pull off and how they'll play around vision as well when it comes to setting up for those dives. Getting the wards out early, getting that protection is so crucial. But matchups like this will decide everything because they're against another team that are very likely in that race for top 10. So every single game, every single win counts, and every single head-to-head can end up counting too. 1v5 at this point, I guess 1.5 for the cat, as the chickens are just being shredded. I think Wei got it, yeah, level 2 for him as a route across the team. Cryan forced to flash away here, trying to get to the brush himself, but Wei should be able to chase this one down. Cryan, no flash, being peppered down, and will fall. Wei flashing for first blood.
God, I can already imagine bringing back Yuumi and Hecarim with the Yomas as well. This champion is just not gonna die and is gonna just cue everyone's faces. That is disgusting. I don't want to see Hecarim. But something I do want to see is that Vi coming out of IG, but unfortunately did get denied by RNG in this game 1. He's trying to look for a pick on this building wave.
Oh, finds the Q. Can they finish it? Lumao trying to get away. One auto! And a Q will finish it from Wink. LP trying to return the damage here, but he's not done that much work just yet. Wink will be able to jump back on the shoulders of his jungler. Wei's in the area, but won't be able to find anything.
Wind Dragon, which is going to be spawning in 1 minute and 20, as flashes are online for both of these mid laners, and especially the Nico and this Lee Sin.
Yeah, bold invade here from Tianjin. No priority. His bot lane is in base. Tries to go for the blue buff. I don't know what he expected, to be honest.
Yeah, and that is going to be 5 plates going into the hands of the Zeri as well. Already sitting on that Kraken Slayer, so... Oh, Wei looking for more.
Okay, there's the ultimate that we were on about as Wei just fully sacrifices himself for the play there. A kill for a kill. Both junglers getting those kills in the end as well, as a wave at least will be crashed from Tang Yuan. But yeah, a bit of a questionable dive, honestly, from RNG. Whether or not that's worth, I mean, I'll let you guys at home be the judge. Oh, big CC chain onto Nani. Can they finish off the tank, though? The final chapter, and the Pop Blossom is massive! Cryan takes them to pieces as IG want themselves a fight here. They want the Herald, and they'll take everything alongside it.
And Cryan gets RNG completely off guard, being that Lee Sin's walking into the team fight, but having that Pop Blossom and Flash available gets a 5-man knockup and stun, secures his Rift Herald, and a huge shift in gold for IG. For the side of RNG to tank, but we'll have another look at this choke play where RNG, they were the ones that started this Rift Herald, but they weren't sure which one was the real Lee Sin as he comes in crying with that flash available as well. 5-man, and this kick out of Tianjin just seals the deal as Nani also follows up with that cask, but RNG getting caught off guard in such a close kind of proximity.
You want to try and pick. There's Lumao getting chased down, and another great kick comes out. The Q is there, but he's knocked up instead and taken down. Lumao survives. Now Pop Blossom from Cryan to try and salvage the play. Weigh the target, and it turns it into a 1-for-1.
Because this, I feel, is going untouched in all of these team fights. As we take another look at what just happened, Lumao gets engaged on, and Tianjin had his eyes locked onto him. This Q2 didn't come out, as we also had Wei committing his ultimate onto this jungler. But as a return, we have a 4v5 while we have Breathe just CSing in that top side.
Yeah, Tang Yuan actually found his Everfrost. That was what denied the follow-up Q from Tianjin. So very nicely played by Tang Yuan, who has been on point with the charms and Everfrost so far this game. Nani, you may have survived the play in the river, but I don't think you survived with this one. 3 people just beaten down on this Gragas. He's damn tanky. They are struggling to finish him off.
A lot of time to
kill. They will get the kill in the end. Pretty much for free. Like, what is the answer on the map from IG here? Potentially a dive at the top side. Tang Yuan, great charm, great Everfrost. Tianjin, he can't make this play happen anymore. Ultimate available for Tang Yuan. There's now a dive in the mid lane as well. It's Aphelios down on, taken apart. Wink the next target. And RNG there speeding up the pace. Tang Yuan 2v1s on the top side as the rest of the map is taken apart by RNG.
Kind of take too many abilities from Tang Yuan as if every charm connected, and he was just getting caught in the top side himself.
Yeah, I did feel like Tianjin and Cryan not really on the same. The top side, and Cryan was like pretty clearly not on board for the play. In the meantime, Wei just over the wall onto On. Good Gale Force, but the follow-up play is Breathe comes in from behind.
Yeah, try to dodge this as RNG Vi ults on to the face and Breathe connects with his one as well. So that was just a very doomed situation for the side of IG. But we'll have another look at what happened in this top side because it's Tianjin being the one initiating. But after the Q connects, nothing else really follows up and Tang Yuan just slowly chips away at this Lee Sin. And Crying going back to get his wave or at least reset for this mid push.
Yeah.
Just leaves the Lee Sin to die by himself.
During the team fights. Breathe on the front line here. Tianjin looking like he wanted to start a fight there, but I don't know if it's a winnable fight. LP gets caught though. Knocked back, knocked up, but he still survives. And now the lightning clash comes out and the health bars will drop. LP charging forwards. It's a good kick, but he was already going in that direction. He's happy to go further forwards at this point. Naini up next as they try and dive this tower. But with Baron in their pocket, they can just take the objectives.
Really good peel coming out of RNG as well as you see Crying getting that one-man ultimate onto LP, but him having the double summoners didn't mean too much as IG, they're struggling to follow up with any damage, and that is going to be the mid lane inhibitor as they work towards this top side as well.
RNG looking like they've done a lot of work to make sure that they are on top of how this meta has to be played.
Yeah, and we'll just have another look at what happened here as we have RNG's entire squad just protecting LP on the Zeri and on having that red and white, not being able to get into the whole mix of everything, getting zoned out. Tianjin is caught at his own romp here.
Yeah,
is he going to be able to escape?
Anymore. He's going to get chunked out by Tang Yuan once again. Tang Yuan is just hunting Tianjin, this game. Does Breathe? Will take a bit of a chunk, but
he's not dying.
It's just invincible. The whole team goes in. Pop Blossom is here. Charm comes on through onto Naini. Is LP over the wall, and it's time to sweep up. See you later, IG. They focus too much onto the tanks. Breathe is still alive, by the way. That whole time, he's just chilling. Went back to base. TP's in now as the supers start to pressure onto these Nexus towers. The flash onto Naini to deny him getting onto Fountain. This is going to be game in 25 minutes. RNG, step up, show us that they've got a great read on the meta, a great understanding of how to snowball and dominate through objectives.
And at the very end of the day, it really did just seem like RNG, they were better in the team fights and they had a much clearer idea of how to play this game out as IG. You see them scrambling, trying to get something done, putting all their abilities and resources onto a Sion, but at the very end, he remains 0-0-7 and RNG take this game in a convincing manner.